Tamil Nadu lecture focus on the national update because this is coming across as a big shock to the students there who have been preparing and working very, very hard. The NEET UG 2026 examination that was held on the 3rd of May for admission into undergraduate medical courses has now been cancelled following reports of paper leak. Now, around 22 lakh students appeared for the examination, but the NTA, which is the National Testing Agency, is now saying that the information collected by the law enforcement agencies indicated that the examination process could not be allowed to stand and the fresh examination would be conducted, to which the dates are expected to be announced soon. So let's tell you exactly how this paper leak happened in the first place, where exactly were the suspicions raised. So the law enforcement agencies found a guess paper with around 410 questions. Now, what is being said, out of those 410 questions, 120 of them appeared in the examination. And that is where the investigation actually matters, because this seems to be certain way that it may be suggested that how this paper was apparently leaked. Then there was said to be, we talked about the guest paper, then there seems to be handwritten questions as well that seems to have been circulated. Then a student there coming in from Kerala that is said to be under scanner, and we are looking at, when it comes to the investigation that has been taking place pan-India. So paper thereafter was sent to a contact in Seeker, and there when it comes to the coaching networks, from Rajasthan seems to have been activated, and then questions were apparently shared on social media platforms such as WhatsApp. Then as far as when it comes to, if you see on social media platform, especially on WhatsApp, if you have a certain forward and it has been forwarded multiple times, so it comes on that. So that is the kind of tag that seems to have been found on those certain questions. What was being said, that 300 plus questions in the same handwriting obviously had to raise that kind of suspicion, and nearly 150 questions that actually match with the original examination paper. So what is now being said, nearly 600 mark leak under probe, and that is being done by the central agencies, where the examination centers were over 5,400. So look at the amount, as far as when it comes to the work that has now been put into by the students who have been studying non-stop for this examination, and how they have now been let down. And to protest against this decision, let's in the meantime get you this breaking update. What we are getting to know, that the ABVP is now planning to hold a protest outside the NTA office, and this is going to happen in the afternoon with regards to the NEET UG paper leak case, because now what is being said, that even when it comes to political parties, their student wings are now coming out to protest, and this is going to happen outside the NTA office, the ABVP, which is called for a big protest. And this protest is over the controversy of calling off the examination that happened on the 3rd of May. Of course, when it comes to the new dates when the exam would be conducted, that is still awaited. Well, Shivam is connected with us. Shivam, good morning. Of course, this is a big setback to the students who have been actually working hard, but this seems to be a whole lot of a mafia that seems to be working as far as paper leak is concerned. We are looking at central agencies who are going behind this, taking into suspects, questioning them. But as far as the students are concerned and political parties, we are told that they would be holding their protest today.
Well, good morning, Amita, and it's an irony that the NTA is very much concerned about the transparency of the water bottles that are carried to the centers. If the water bottle is not transparent, you are not allowed to carry it inside the center. But the transparency of NTA the transparency of the function is in question right now. Well, now what we need to understand is that ABVP, which is a student body organization associated with the Bharatiya Janata Party, is also going to protest around 12:30, 12:45 at the NTA office near Okhla today in Delhi. Yesterday, we saw massive protest was held by the NSUI students when the students were detained, as well as they were trying to cross the restricted area. But having said that, again, the political parties, be it CPIM, be it Congress, the leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, has also highlighted the fact that how the lives, the future of more than 22 lakh students, 22.05 lakh students appeared for the exam, where more than around 23 lakh students registered for this particular exam. The future is now again in contention, as the NTA has again, basically announced that the old paper that was taken on 3rd of May is basically scrapped, and the new dates will come. However, on the other side, we are seeing the central agencies currently investigating the matter. Different states, not just in Kerala, but in Gurugram, Haryana, then in Jaipur, Seeker, as you rightly mentioned, all these states, all these cities are under probe as there is a suspected huge network of what we saying the paper mafia, the leak mafia.
Yes, so the NEET 2026 examination cancelled. The National Testing Agency has decided to cancel the National Eligibility Cum Entrance Test undergraduate that was held on the 3rd of March, 3rd of May, I beg your pardon. And after inputs that suggested from the central agencies and the findings that has been shared by the law enforcement that suggested that the integrity of the examination process has been compromised due to alleged paper leak concerns. And of course, when it comes to new dates, when the examination would be conducted are yet to be announced. Shivam, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in. While the protests continue on part of students, let's